You're gambling with World War III.
Last week's unprecedented White House showdown tore a rift down the Atlantic between America, Europe and Ukraine. Last night came another consequence, with the US pausing all weapons shipments to Kyiv. This evening, President Zelensky has made his move. He says it's time to make things right. The Ukrainian president describing his bust-up with Donald Trump as regrettable and praising Mr. Trump's leadership. He says Ukraine is ready to work fast to end the war. It comes after Donald Trump last night said Mr. Zelensky wouldn't be around for very long without a deal, and his vice president continued the criticism.
And I do think that there was just a certain sense of, there was a lack of respect, there was a certain sense of entitlement.
The pause on military aid has been a bitter blow to Ukraine and, unless reversed, could cost the country dearly.
It's a disaster. It was clear from Friday that we are in a very bad situation. Now we are moving to catastrophic situation. And this means, I just want to be absolutely clear with you, this means that thousands of people will die. President Zelensky should do everything he can in order to get out of this. If it's needed to apologize, he needs to go and to apologize.
The EU now finds itself at a crossroads, announcing a massive spending proposal to bolster the continent's military capabilities and plug the gap left by the US.
We are in an era of rearmament. And Europe is ready to massively boost its defence spending, both to respond to the short-term urgency to act and to support Ukraine, but also to address the long-term need to take on more responsibility for our own European security.
And where does that decision leave Ireland, with tricky political debates around neutrality and the country's ties to Washington ahead of next week's White House visit?
Despite the fact that we really haven't had an indication from Russia as to whether it is up for a durable, sustainable peace. But in any event, I think Europe will not stop in endeavouring to move this forward in a more positive light than currently is the situation.
News of the weapons pause, like other recent Trump administration moves, has been warmly welcomed by Moscow. In war-torn Kyiv, however, close to the front line, Ukrainians are concerned where the next weeks will take them, and they fear the worst. Richard Chambers, Virgin Media News.